police SUV right behind me here really symbolizes how much the community cares for Officer Hetland. And earlier, as the procession came through downtown, so many of them stood out here to say goodbye. A somber day in Racine as the community said goodbye to Officer John Hetland. You get choked up.
I do. So it's hard to talk right now.
People who lined the streets during the downtown procession were moved just talking about the fallen officer.
It's very emotional, just to show them the respect that they deserve. And then I'm very grateful for everything that they do for us.
A touching tribute to Hetland grows by the day as this police SUV is covered in flowers and letters. 8-year-old Ania Swenson read the note she left for her hero.
You're a good cop. I'll pray for you. You are the best cop. Now I love you. My hero. Always be in my heart.
Two things that were in Officer Hetland's heart: his son and daughter, and his love for fishing, pictured on the funeral program. Outside Siebert Chapel at Carthage College, a man painted this rock blue and black with Hetland's badge number, 1928.
Oh, it means a lot to me, just because, everyone's taking pictures of it. Everyone's looking at it as, something big. So it does mean a lot, not just to me, but to everyone here.
As loved ones and fellow law enforcement remembered the veteran officer, even total strangers like Tim Nelson stood proud with his flag.
Just to let the first responders and family know there's still people behind them, people that care. I may be one man with a flag, but there's a lot more out there that couldn't be here today, so this symbolizes for them also.
Well, now, Hillary, the funeral at Carthage College was closed to the media, but you were able to hear part of the service. What was your biggest takeaway from that?
Well, Joyce, not only was Officer Hetland a devoted police officer for 24 years for Racine Police, but that Reverend spoke about how he was a leader and a mentor in this community. He also had a big love for Wisconsin sports, Packers and the Brewers, but he was also a man of faith, something his family will now draw on in this very difficult time.
He leaves behind parents, a brother, and 2 children. Hillary Mintz reporting from Racine. And the procession, by the way, had to be delayed for about 20 minutes after a drive-by shooting along the procession route. The Racine sheriff told us someone opened fire along Highway 32 near 17th Street. No one was hit. The gunman took off. They are still investigating.
Investigators tell 12 News they're working on several leads as they track the person who shot and killed Officer Hetland at Teaser's Bar and Grill last week, Monday. The reward stands at $78,500. Investigators hope these surveillance photos will help lead to an arrest.
A local baker is stepping in to help the family of Officer Hetland and the family of a Milwaukee police officer killed in a crash on his way home from work last week. Jen's Sweet Treats in Cudahy is holding a burger and brat fry. 100% of the proceeds from both the barbecue and the bakery will be split between Officer Hetland's and Officer Kuher's family members.
They risk their lives 100% all the time to keep our streets safe. If I can make a difference with one cupcake, then that's what I'm going to do.
The fundraiser runs until 6 o'clock tonight.
Now to the biggest party of the summer. Day 1 of Summerfest is underway along Milwaukee's lakefront. News Chopper 12 right now is flying live above Meyer Festival Park, looking down at the crowds there, and the weather is perfect.
Opening ceremonies for this year's fest just got underway. This is a live look from the newly remodeled U-Line warehouse stage. People lined up earlier today to get into Summerfest right at noon when the gates open. The line stretched all the way into the street with people hoping to be among the first to enter.
The music, the people, everything, the energy. Love it.
Come out and socialize with people you never met before. Maybe see some people you know. Maybe make new friends.
And there's a lot to get to. We have live team coverage. We begin with 12 News' Kent Wainscott on the Summerfest grounds. Ken?
Well, you can see by the crowd behind me here at the Miller Lite Oasis, thousands of people have already packed into Summerfest here. And whether you're coming for the first time or you're just a veteran who's come to Summerfest for decades, opening day at Summerfest is a unique experience in so many ways.
What do you look most forward to?
Oh, the music.
Where are you off to?
That way.
So how long did it take you guys to make it to the beer vendor?
6 minutes, about 6 minutes. We stopped and talked for a little bit.
I'm here for the beer. I like the beer. Yeah, and I'm looking for the egg rolls, the corned beef egg rolls.
We tried new foods, and this was kind of on the list. And my God, that's huge. But
it is huge.
It is crazy huge.
What are you doing here?
I was going live on Facebook.
The last time you were here, I'm guessing you were not doing a Facebook Live.
No, there was no Facebook then.
What are you anxious to see or do here?
Everything. Yep, everything.
The whole experience?
The whole experience, yep.
People watching, that's why we come here. Gotta watch the people.
They're watching you too.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna put on a show later.
Now, Kent, it looks like it's okay down there. Any problems or glitches, though, so far on the first day?
No, Patrick, none that we saw. You know, there were long lines, a lot of folks waiting in line right when the gates opened. They had to go through security. We didn't see any problems there. Backpacks aren't allowed. Other items are restricted, but during the time we were at those gates, we didn't see anything confiscated. It really does seem as though Summerfest got out of the starting gate very smoothly.
That's good to hear. Kent Wainscott reporting live on the Summerfest grounds.
There was no Facebook the last time that was funny. You really could not ask for better weather for the start of Summerfest. Mark, you should be down there.
I should be down there. Logistics have kept me here, so I will just try to live vicariously through Kent and the thousands of others that are down there right now at Summerfest. It is nearly perfect weather, at least I think for most of our standards. It's not that sticky. Temperature coming in at 80 degrees. It's a little bit cooler. If you're down by the rocks, you know the deal. It is when the lake breeze kicks in, it is much cooler here than it is over here. Temperatures can be as much as 15 to 20 degrees difference just inside of Meyer Festival Park. That's likely going on right now. Big Bang fireworks, haven't even mentioned it yet. Yes, that's happening tonight. It's a beautiful evening, 78 degrees at 6 o'clock. Temperatures will be great all evening long, but grab a jacket. Temperatures will cool as the sun sets.
And the nice weather should help with attendance. Let's check in now with Matt Salemi in News Chopper 12. Matt, how do the crowds look?
Well, it actually looks a little thin compared to some years past on opening day. I'm going to widen out here and just kind of scan through and show you. You can still see a lot of pavement. I remember years where we saw nothing but walls of people. I'm going to widen out once, show you the parking lots. They look like they're pretty full at this point. If you're going to head down and you're looking to park yourself, try these lots here off of Erie on the south end. They still got plenty of space in them. As far as once you get inside, as always, the Miller Lite Oasis seems to have the biggest crowd at it right now. And if I was
Oh, I had a little trouble with the audio there. We know a nice sized crowd so far. Thank you, Matt.
Baby, that red dress brings me to my knees. Oh, but that black dress.
Thomas Rhett is tonight's amphitheater headliner. The country music star will be joined by special guests Dustin Lynch and Russell Dickerson. On the side stages, Hanson performs at the U.S. Cellular Connection stage. It's Foreigner at the BMO Harris Pavilion and Walk the Moon at the Uline Warehouse stage. All shows start at 10 o'clock. And you can win tickets to see Lionel Richie at the amphitheater. You have your chance during our Summerfest Spotlight show. Join us this Friday night at 6:30 only right here on WISN 12. We are following breaking news. A man stabbed to death at a Southside Milwaukee ice cream shop.
12 News' Derek Rose is live on the scene at 17th and Mitchell with this update. Derek.
Hey there, Joyce and Patrick. Police have been here for like the last 2 hours here. They have Mitchell blocked off between 17th and 18th, and they've been focusing their attention on this building here at 1711 Mitchell. These two doorways we've seen officers and detectives going in and out of. What we know from police so far is that a 48-year-old man was stabbed to death here. And one of our photographers, before we got here, we had an additional photographer that was at the scene. He told us before we arrived, he saw police actually taking pictures of a woman and her hands. Now, police police will only say the circumstances surrounding the deadly stabbing are under investigation. So we're still trying to work out to figure out what that woman has to do with this situation, but certainly a person of interest for detectives if they were taking pictures of her hands right now. But we're still here working the scene. Going to stay here and work on trying to get some more information for you. But the information we have: a 48-year-old man fatally stabbed here at 1711 Mitchell. Back to you.
I hope to have more information at 6. Thank you, Derek. New tonight, the Milwaukee streetcar will stay free longer than originally planned, but there's a catch. During a Common Council meeting, the HOP system manager admitted they haven't ordered the fare collection equipment yet. They said they need 8 months lead time, but have been holding off, hoping to maximize ridership before imposing fares. Council members pushed back, asking how the streetcar will be funded in 2020 without the fares. The system manager said he hopes to secure more sponsors. Potawatomi has been the primary sponsor, paying for the free rides, but that money alone will not be enough in 2020.
Now to more breaking news. A father accused of beating his 5-year-old son to death over a piece of cheesecake. Prosecutors charged Travis Stackhouse with first-degree reckless homicide. According to a criminal complaint, Stackhouse became angry last Friday when his son ate his Father's Day cheesecake and he punched the boy, rupturing his stomach. Stackhouse initially told police the boy fell down the stairs, but police say the child's older brother told them about the abuse, and when they confronted Stackhouse, he admitted to beating the boy. A disturbing image at the southern U.S. border prompted a call for action from a U.S. senator from Wisconsin. We do want to warn you, the image is graphic. It shows the bodies of a migrant father and his 23-month-old daughter lying face down, dead in the Rio Grande. Oscar Martinez and his daughter Valeria drowned as they tried to cross into the United States. Senator Ron Johnson is the head of the Senate's Homeland Security Committee. Here's his reaction.
I realize tragedies occur all over this country, all over the world. I don't want to see another picture like that on the U.S. border. I hope that picture alone will catalyze this Congress, this Senate, this committee to do something.
Martinez's parents said he and his wife decided to leave El Salvador to try their luck in the United States to save enough money to buy their own home.
Since they lived here with me in the same house, they wanted to have their own house, and that was what motivated them.
President Trump blamed Democrats for the migrants' deaths.
I hate it, and I know it could stop immediately if the Democrats change the law. They have to change the laws. And then that father, who probably was this wonderful guy with his daughter, things like that wouldn't happen, because that journey across that river is a very dangerous journey.
The U.S. Senate this afternoon passed a bill to provide $4.6 billion in humanitarian aid for people detained at the border. It's a different bill than the one the House passed just last night. We are now hours away from the Big Bang.
Next, a sneak peek at what you'll see, plus what you need to know if you're headed to the lakefront.
And as we go to break, another live look at Summerfest on this opening day. Nice crowds out there. The first of 11 days of music, food, and fun all along Milwaukee's lakefront.
Here's a look at traffic right now. We do have a couple of incidents popping up, slowing things down out there. The first one is a crash. As we zoom in, you can see this is at 43 northbound at Good Hope Road. You can see the red there. That means traffic is slow in that area. We're going to head west now on I-94, 94 east at Moreland Boulevard. There's a stalled vehicle. Again, that area is red, so it is a slow go through that area. But we are just a few hours away from the Big Bang fireworks right here on WISN 12.
12 News was with crews today as they set up the shells for tonight's fireworks show. The fireworks will be launched from Lakeshore State Park, located right off the Summerfest grounds. And we have cameras all over the area ready to bring you the Big Bang from various angles as we give you a live preview of the different views that you're going to see tonight. We invite you to join 12 News This Morning Sheldon Dutez and Adrian Pedersen tonight at 10:30, only right here on WISN 12.
And you should know that several roads will be closed because of the fireworks. We want to go to the map and show you the area that we're talking about. We're going to zoom in because starting at 8 o'clock tonight, I-794 will be closed between the Marquette Interchange and Car Ferry Drive. That area will stay closed until after the fireworks.
Coming up new tonight on 12 News at 6, a wife missing for 40 years and her husband charged. Next, after a 3-day trial, the verdict just into our newsroom.
I don't know that we want the police to be devoting very scarce law enforcement resources to be chasing millennials around on scooters.
And a scooter comeback? Why, the city says not so fast. It's all brand new, so keep it right here after World News Tonight.
We want to get to breaking news right now in Milwaukee. An incident at 34th and Hadley. The fire department confirms there was a double shooting that happened there as News Chopper 12 gives us this video right now. There are lots of markers, we're told, several markers on the ground there. We see investigators in the area, crime scene tape as well. According to the fire department, again, there was a double shooting that happened in this area. The victims are going to Freighter Hospital.
Time now for Weather Watch 12, and summer weather arrives just in time for Summerfest.
Yeah, Mark, it's going to be a great evening out there.
It's really spectacular. It's pretty comfortable for the most part. Temperatures are hanging around 80 degrees. Yeah, there's a little stickiness to the air, I guess, compared to where we've been really for much of the spring and early summer. And it's going to get a whole lot stickier in the forecast. I hope you like it hot and sticky. For those who've been waiting for summertime temperatures, they are on the way. 80 degrees right now. Look at this live look from Discovery World, looking back down to the Summerfest grounds. Beautiful shot here, and it is a really spectacular day. One of the best probably beginnings, opening days that we've had there at Summerfest. Look at Burlington, almost 90, 89 degrees right now, 81 in Waukesha. You can see the lake breeze making a little dent, but not that bad, not a huge difference here. And it's not going to be a gigantic difference for tonight with that southeasterly wind as opposed to a northeasterly wind, which can make it a whole lot cooler. Dew point in Milwaukee at 62, everybody else hanging out in the 50s, and I think we'll hover around 58 for tonight, so fairly comfortable. You can feel some humidity, but it's not bad. It's going to get a lot worse. This is the dew point again. It's a measure of how much moisture's in the air. It gets to 60, you start to feel the humidity. It gets to 65, it's sticky. If it gets to 70, it's awful. And we'll be closing in on that as we head into Friday and Saturday and beyond. Here's the thing, this is going to last for a while, maybe at least 2 weeks in a row where temperatures are at least 80 degrees or warmer, 80s and maybe 90, and yes, it's going to be sticky as well. And with that, we bring in isolated thunderstorms each and every day, so it's almost a Florida-like forecast. So you don't change your plans here, you just kind of plan accordingly. And if you don't like the heat and humidity, let's go back 4 months ago today. The high was 26 and we had an inch of snow. See, we don't have to complain. Let's just enjoy what we're getting now. This is just ground clutter, nothing to worry about here. I did want to show you the lake breeze getting picked up on radar. What happens is that lake breeze kicks in, it picks up dust, it picks up pollution, and sometimes insects, and that gets picked up on radar. And you can actually see how far inland that lake breeze is gone. We've had some high clouds overhead. That's going to clear out as we head throughout this evening. Again, sunsets are way late, well after 8:30. And as we talk about the forecast for tonight, we are nice and quiet. Let's talk about tomorrow. Majority of the day, we are A-OK. It's going to be warm and it's going to be sticky. Then we'll watch these thunderstorm complexes. These are notoriously difficult to pinpoint exactly where they're going to go, but there's a chance for storms tomorrow night. Some of those could be on the strong side, and then there'll be additional chances for storms Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and beyond. Slight risk, especially in our western counties for tomorrow. The biggest threat, I think, out of this would be damaging wind. That'll be mainly tomorrow night. Here's your Weather Watch 12 week ahead. Warm and sticky with isolated storms each and every day. But again, let me emphasize, it's not going to be raining the whole time. The majority of these days are going to be sunny. Just have the umbrella handy. And again, temperatures, look at this. 80s every single day. Some people very excited. Some of you, I know you like that cool air that we had. Joyce, I know you've been waiting for it to be warmer. So there's happy people. I think you like it warmer too.
I tested the air conditioner a month ago and I finally turned it on for the first time this season yesterday.
It's going to get a workout in the coming weeks.
I'm still holding out. I haven't turned it on yet, but I'm sure in the days to come.
It's coming. All right. Summerfest means music and food.
What's like the biggest seller out here for you guys?
Up next, a look at the most popular foods at the big gig and the new sandwich being sold exclusively at Summerfest.
News Chopper 12 is flying over the American Family Insurance Amphitheater. We're going to show you that in a moment. But first, there you see Mayor Tom Barrett and other dignitaries on stage right now. This is the renovated Uline warehouse stage.